How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with a little bit of first-time hops from these guys. Form of Longman Brewing. It's their Glowing Orbs. This be a single hop IPA. Did they actually call it the hop here? Ooh, featuring Sabro. The hop du jour as of late. Rhode Island born. I've had a couple of beers. They might have all come from Steve. I'm not quite sure, but I had a Berliner. I had a mystery beer. I'm not going to reveal which one that is in case this goes up before that. But, yeah, 6% single hop pale. Right up my alley, son. So we'll see what she's got. That gushing out of there. The Berliner was okay. It was just a little bit, I don't know, something about it. So hopefully this one's a little bit more of my liking. No, it wasn't necessarily a bad beer. Just kind of, man of me. What does that look like? That looks like New School Haze, to be perfectly honest with you. A rich orange hazy glow. Big head on it. And that wasn't just me pouring it like a douchebag. It actually did kind of jump out of the can. So it has a bit of oomph to the carbonation. Rich kind of orange and glow. It looks the part of a New School Hazy label-wise. Geometric patterns. They have been used before in beer, so take that for what it's worth. Let's see if we can get a nose in this sucker. She looks the part of a hazy pale. Ooh, I snorted some. I'm not gonna lie to you. It smells fucking awesome. I was gonna say I don't get much Sabro, but that's not true. I get a green portion. They said featuring Sabro hops. So I'm assuming they say single hop IPA featuring Sabro hops. So this has got to be all Sabro. I don't really remember getting a ton of kind of green hoppiness off of Sabro. This is like less than 2 weeks old. So it could just be the way they're using it, or it could be, more often than not, probably drinking Sabro with another hop in combination. So maybe I'm associating those green portions with Sabro, but it does have that soft kind of coconut, but comes off a little bit more lively, a little bit more fresh. It's like a weird kind of like vegetal kind of coconut, if that makes any sense. But I think a lot of that has to do with the way it comes off as this greenness. Now, this green portion of the show is like almost like if you made like a sweet tea out of some nice soft danky weed. It has this kind of tannic tea-like thing in combination with that kind of little bit of danky weediness, and you get a little dollop of that kind of coconut on top of it. It just works really interesting. Let's put it that way, interesting. Kind of what I like when it comes to beer. I mean, one of the reasons I like Hop Butcher so much is because of the fuckduggery they do with hops. And it's kind of a unique nose. I haven't really had this in a beer before. You're talking about a lower ABV, 6% kind of pale ale. Or single IPA, I should say. Let's just dive in, see what she's got. Cheers. See, this is like, it's almost unfair, because you give me this kind of drinkability, this kind of crispness, freshness, brightness, with a really expressive hop, that nothing is like screaming at you, but at the same time, you can't help but notice it. I love that shit. Remember you saw that band for the first time, or that, that person, you met somebody for the first time, that new kid at school, the new person at your work or whatever, and you didn't know much about them and they were quiet, but you knew they were interesting. They weren't loud. They didn't wear weird clothes. They didn't play loud music. They didn't speak loudly. But you could just be like, I want to know this person. I want to know this band. I want to get to know these people. That's what this is. And that's kind of where beers kind of really kind of turn me on, especially with these kind of single hop IPAs, is when they're not just like, okay, let's throw all the hops at it so we can just blow the fucking doors off of everything. This is taking Sabro and you're putting it into a very vulnerable, that's the word I'd use for this beer, very vulnerable beer. There's really not much to it. Sure, there's a soft sweetness to it. Yes, you're getting that bitterness from what you get from almost any hop. It's clean, it's crisp. It's almost like, I would dare to say this isn't a IPA base. This is almost like a Kolsch base. Something a little bit cleaner, a little bit crisper. It has to be that way to showcase the way the hops are coming off in this, to showcase them in this volume level, but at the same time letting the hops speak for themselves. So this is probably one of the cooler single hop IPAs that I've had in quite some time. Like, this is like far and away way better than I thought it would be. Sure, I have a very small sample size when it comes to long live. Man, that's delicious. Soft and vulnerable. Vulnerable, I'm going to keep saying that word, is the beer here. There's so many different ways it can go wrong. Whether it be, screwing up the beer itself, getting your kind of typical off flavors, whether you get some kind of hop creep, just a little bit too much here, a little bit too little there as far as malt bill, as far as hop additions, as far as dry hop additions. Those are kind of things when a beer is this well balanced. And I'm using the word balance very purposefully here, not just using it generically. Everything is in tune here. From the water chemistry to softness to the mouthfeel to the aggressiveness that is there to the softness that is there. Nothing teeters too far, too low, and just ends up being, to be perfectly honest with you, probably one of the better beers I've had, period, in quite some time. This is fucking delicious. This is an absolutely fantastic beer. Listen, I kind of alluded to this towards the beginning. You're talking about a 6% single hop pale ale. That's kind of right in my wheelhouse. Most people kind of look at those 8.5%, 9% double IPAs as their kind of, expressive end of where they like their hoppy beers to go. Since I really live and die in that kind of 4 to 5%, that 6% range, that's my double hazy. That's my big, huge beer. So this is kind of, okay, no shit, Sherlock, you're going to really enjoy this. But I think that's an easy kind of cop-out, because there's so many more ways you could fuck this beer up. Because you could fuck a beer up at 8.5%, and it could still come out pretty knee-jerk tasty. You fuck up a 6% beer that's this vulnerable, again, that word coming into play here. It's so easy to screw up, and it's just not even... Is it not screwed up? It's so well done and so deftly and precisely done that it makes me want to get in my car and visit these guys like straight away. Let's put it that way. Good stuff. Good on you, Long Live. I'm so pissed I don't have a case of this. This is exactly what I want to drink all day long. I don't know what else I want to tell you. So, I kept forgetting there's Sabro in it. It's definitely present, but it doesn't come off as expressive coconut as you would think. There's that grainy portion of the show that's like almost like a danky hop tea, green tea, like mixed green tea with like a weed tea. And there's this cool citrus component to it too. Like a bright kind of citrus. Everything about this, like I said, is delicate and bright and delicious. Malt bill is not overbearing. It doesn't really get in the way of anything, but it's there. It's got a nice mouthfeel for its ABV, carbonation. Again, it's not low, but it's not in your way. It's not high. I mean, when I poured it, I thought it was going to be, but it's not the case. Absolutely fantastic beer. One of the best beers I've had, period. Quite some time. Is it one of the better ones? Yeah, I just said that shit like 9 times. Bag availability? No idea. Steve or somebody out there in the old RI, or very close to there, because state's like this big. Let me know when it comes to what this beer is all about, and send me all of it. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like beer, if you like hoppy beer, if you like well-made beer, and if you like beer. If you like beer and you don't like this beer, you don't like beer. I mean, that's it. Brass tacks. It's delicious, and it's great. Wait for it. It's great beer. So there you go. Another review in the books. Thank you very much, Steve. This is he knows what he's doing. He sends me a bunch of stuff, but I know he knows what he's doing, and you did good, buddy. Yeah. I'm a fan. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review as much as I did. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a beer as good as this one right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.